So I probably got 95% of the paint off of this thing. You can see these little patches here. There's a little bit of paint and Bondo, and on the rockers on the other side. But I'm probably gonna paint a little more aggressive chemical on here. It's not even worth putting it back in the tank. There is a decent amount of soundproofing and seam sealer, but I'm gonna go over that and remove most of that by hand. Porsche always uses real thick seam sealer, but it's actually pretty easy to remove that part. I'll just go over this whole thing by hand and just pull it all out. And probably take a putty knife or a 0-degree tip and just blast all this soundproofing off. A lot of it just pulls off too. It just flakes off. It just takes a little longer. But I'm gonna finish up here, remove all this soundproofing, seam sealer, and the residual paint, and then we're gonna prep it for acid and get rid of all this rust. The 1974 Porsche 914 is all finished up and down the bare metal. Paint on this wasn't too bad at all. There was a few layers. It looked like the original paint was yellow and they just painted over it. But one thing about Porsches is they pack on the soundproofing, and the seam sealer is pretty thick. Not too tough to remove, but that's what takes them up most of the time and usually takes a second or third dip in the alkaline. This thing's in pretty great shape. It appears that it was wrecked on the driver's side. When we go over it, I'll show you that. But there's not a lot of rust on this thing, not a lot of rot. There is a few spots that it rotted through, but nothing crazy compared to the other ones I've seen. But let's have a closer look at this thing and we'll see what we're working with here. Up front here is really solid. You can see some of the bracing they installed. They fabricated a whole frame underneath to stop from flexing, and you can see all this brazing around this front fender where it was crashed and where a lot of this stuff was repaired. There's some rot down there, some holes coming through. A weird patch that was brazed. It was only cut on 3 sides. Not really sure what that's about. Fender looks pretty good. Usually I see a lot of rot in here, but this one's completely solid. No rust holes or anything. Come in the inside, you can see on the rockers there's a little bit of brazing and some rot coming through there. Floors are in great condition. Porsche floors always seem to be in good condition. They pack the seam sealer and soundproofing and stuff on these things. But yeah, no real rot coming through at all. Come to the back. They fabricated a battery tray and where the hell hole was, so that was all new metal. They only put some self tappers in it and it seemed to have come loose, but it wasn't set in there very well. You can see some daylight coming through there, a little bit of rot. This is all very solid back here. Take a look at the quarters. Everything looks pretty straight. In great condition. Come around to the other side. You could see some rot coming through here. I think they pulled some dents out also. Come down to the rockers. You can see also some more brazing. This thing's in amazing condition. I'm glad we could help them get this down to bare metal. Now they have a blank canvas to work with. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed working on this car. I know I always say that, but I really like my job. I'm very fortunate, and I'm fortunate that you guys watch these videos. But I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you at the next car.